Let's cross over and go to Labone, live Labone, because we're talking about the National Science and Maths Quiz. Is gaining the needed traction. And when we are disappointed about the Black Stars, we're excited about our schools. Maxwell Agbagba is joining me live from the University of Ghana, Labone. Maxwell, Biheko, this should have been rolling here right now. They were kicked out yesterday. Tell us how it all happened.
Exactly. Well, quite shocking yesterday in that contest because they came in high spirits, really hoping to get to the quarterfinals of the ongoing National Science and Maths Quiz, but it really didn't go their way. In fact, St. John's Grammar at the end of the day qualified to the quarterfinals. For Ghana National College, a seeded school, Ghana National College, they also couldn't make it. So maybe Bishop Herman College would take some consolation from that and say, oh, even a seeded school did not make it, so we should be okay, we should be fine. So probably they'll take solace, you know, in what happened yesterday. But we'll be bringing you details of all the action. Remember, later today, we have Achimota School, St. Thomas Aquinas, Wesley Girls, Prempeh College. All of them are competing today at 10. We have another one at 1 p.m. and then another contest also at 4 p.m. Already, we have some students from Labone Senior High School arriving here. And tell you what, outside the auditorium, in fact, in the bus, morale very, very high. The singing, the chanting, and all of that you would expect would happen right here on this stage. We'll bring that details. But right now, we have with us some of the sponsors of the National Science and Maths Quiz. We have here with us Mr. Robert Shrey. He's the PR manager for GOIL. And then we have Nana Ekuya Ankuma Asari. She's the managing director for Primetime Limited. Welcome to JoyNews and AM Show.
Thank you, Marcel.
Let me start off with you, Robert. You're an old student of Prempeh College.
Yes, I am.
Prempeh College is competing today. You're coming up against Labone SHS and Atebubu SHS.
Yes.
That's happening at exactly 10 o'clock a.m.
Yes.
Your expectations ahead of that contest?
Obviously, I'm expecting a very competitive, environment for everyone to exhibit his or her talent. At the end of the day, I'm sure Prempeh will win. Yes.
You're sure Prempeh College
will win? Yes, we'll win. It won't be the last time. I'm sure last time West Africa Secondary School eliminated us, right?
Yeah.
I'm very sure it will not be this time around.
Well, we've been here and we've been following the competition, and the trend has been that even for seeded schools, really, you can't be comfortable predicting that it will be a walkover for them because we've seen quite a number of seeded schools going out of this competition.
That's quite true. I think that speaks volumes of how the competition is going, how the whole National Science and Maths Quiz is progressing, and the leverage it is having, and the kind of impact it's having on some of the students. And it's one of the reasons why we will continue to sponsor. You know, for the third consecutive year, we are sponsoring particularly the Science and Tech Fair. And I believe that if we are able to bring our support to inspire the youth to be able to, get to where they are, it is better for our nation because we are building a very good human resource for them to be able to take over the mantle. And at the end of the day, create the necessary environment to solve some of the problems that we are facing as a country. So for us, it's a very good thing that the competitive spirit is high, the people are inspired to do what they want to do, and following that, they can go ahead and not necessarily be just say them, but also be good pioneers of the solutions we need, to be good entrepreneurs, and come out with the solutions that we need to be able to develop our country.
Okay, I'll come back to the details of the sponsorship, but let me find out from the MD. Many people we've interacted with are saying that aside from the healthy rivalry and competition that the NSMQ, provides, it has also sort of dispelled that, sort of taken off that aura that previously was around the so-called big schools. So on a stage like this, you can have a school maybe in the hinterland somewhere in Ghana beating a so-called big school. I'm sure when you set out to organize this competition, really that wasn't the purpose, was it?
Oh, I doubt that wasn't the purpose of demystifying it is to make it such that anybody and everybody, everywhere, big or small, can have access to it and can enjoy it, can can excel at it. So I think that is very much in line with our objectives. And we are always happy to see the lesser known schools or less endowed schools do really well in the competition, which is why last year we instituted a prize for the lesser known school that goes the farthest in the competition, called the Most Impressive Run.
Okay.
So we have one that is instituted by Prime Time in the name of its chairman, Dr. Kwaku Mensah Bonsu, for the Most Impressive Run. And then the Banfo family also matched us with that by giving an award to the teachers of the school that wins the Most Impressive Run, because that particular prize is for the students.
Okay.
So now there are 2 prizes for that. And last year, Sandema SHS won it. And this year, we see that the competition there is already very tough. You can see St. Ignatius of Loyola and Tepa SHS who have qualified to the quarterfinals, making a mark there. So we are keeping our eyes on them.
Okay, yes. Great. Mr. Chair, now can you tell us, apart from the sponsorship, I mean, you're sponsoring the Science and Tech Fair, you're also sponsoring the mentorship session. I understand you have something also for the quiz mistress and the contestants as well.
The quiz mistress, not only her, but all the others too, but particularly, we are also very much interested in the efforts she's putting, and all the others who are putting, the consultants and all of them who are putting to be able to come out with the right questions, and the research and the diligence they have done, they have been able to come out with, to be able to come out with some of these questions. And we admire them because they are the people who inspire the children. And we think that beyond our sponsorship of the Maths and Science Tech Fair and the mentorship session, we should also encourage some of our consultants who are on the quiz mistress by giving her some encouragement in the form of fuel. We are already the official fuel sponsor. Wow. So we want to. We want to commend her efforts and all the others, and particularly her. Okay. We'll give her 1 year sponsorship of fuel.
Wow.
So for the 1 year that she'll be till next year, every month she'll get a fuel allocation from us on our Go card.
Wow.
And for the others also, we also give fuel to the other quiz mistresses and the consultants who have done the yeoman's job to be able to ensure that the program is carried on. We don't do this just because we want to do it, but just also that, education is one of our priorities. Getting quality education as one of the cardinal points of the SDG. Yeah. It is important for us to be able to support education. It's one of our corporate social responsibilities. So it is one of the things that we take very seriously.
You talked about corporate social responsibility. Before I go to the MD, I want to find out from you, do you have any plans of also pushing the many innovative ideas that were, exhibited during the Science and Tech Fair? Yesterday, I was interacting with some students from Prempeh Legon who have created the Exiat Log app, which gives like instant notification to parents if their children are given, Exiat in school. If they're able to they've been able to do it, and they're hoping that this would help schools. I mean, for students who beat the system, they will not be able to do that again. Are there any plans to support innovations like this?
Yes, I mean, this is the first step. For this level, the first step. But let me also inform you that last 2 years, GOIL launched an entrepreneurial support scheme for our tertiary students at the technical universities, for 5 technical universities. We supported them through the provision of some support, financial support, with the Chartered Institute of Marketing Ghana, to be able to encourage some of our students to come out with good entrepreneurial, innovations, and support them for them to see. So if we do that, then they can go ahead onto the larger field of work to be able to start something. So it's something we have been doing. At this level, no, not yet. But this is the 3rd time we are doing that. And who knows? If it grows bigger, we'll be able to do that. But just to also mention that at the technical university level, there is something like that.
There's something like that.
we are
Okay.
doing.
Okay. Let me find out from the MD. The performance of the single-sex schools, especially the all-girls schools. During the lunch, we had a lot of. I mean, there was clamor for a girls' school to win, at least win this year's competition. After 26 years, we've not seen any girls' school, win it already. Many of them have come crashing out. They've crashed out of the competition, I should say. How does that make you feel? Will a girls' school ever win the science and math schools?
It's not impossible. 2 girls' schools have gone to the finals before. Wesley Girls in '99 and Fansaman Girls in 2013. So it's not impossible. But it is a bit sad at this point because all the girls' schools that have competed so far have all left the competition.
Yeah.
And we are hoping that the remaining girls' schools, we still have Wesley Girls and Ibri Girls in the competition. We are hoping that they'll be able to make a mark. We are hoping they'll be able to make a mark. The girls' schools seem to have a few other, there are a few other factors we believe that influence their performance in
exactly.
the
So
competition.
I spoke to some of the ladies, and they were telling me that it's difficult for them to handle the pressure on stage. They think that the boys are able to handle, that adrenaline rush, the anxiety that comes with, especially the speed race, for instance.
I guess that is one of the factors. Another one of the factors is preparation.
Okay.
The boys' schools are very, very competitive. They start preparation, very keen preparation, very, very early on. And so I think that you can see, when I talk about preparation, you can see it with the lesser-known schools, that those who are now putting in a lot of effort are doing well. They are coming up and everybody is noticing them. We are trying to work on the psychological part.
Yeah.
We have secured the services of a team of psychologists who are working on the students this year to help them cope better with the pressure on stage and off stage. So we are working on it. We are working on it.
And before I come to Robert, the prizes keeps getting better. Maybe you want to tell us what the additional ones that we have this year, the add-ons this year.
Well, in addition to the ones that the GES provides, this year, Adanse Travel, in collaboration with Kenya Airways, are taking the winners and the quizmistress to an educational tour to Dubai through Nairobi as one of the prizes. We also have our usual scholarships. We have full scholarship from Accra College of Medicine for medicine so it's a 6-year period. Yes. Academic City is back on with another scholarship. This year we have the Freshman Institute from Aachen University in Germany also giving us scholarships to their engineering programs. They have a wide array of engineering programs, and they are giving 27 potential scholarships from the semifinals upwards. And so we have these as the main ones. And then, of course, we have all those little prizes, the most impressive run prize, the prize for the best performing school, and little things like those. We are still working on the prizes, so if anybody else would like to add on to it, we would love to have you come on. Oh, and then let's not forget the Prudential Life NSMQ Star. We have already seen a number of schools get it, and the point was to show that everybody could win something, whether you are a finalist or leaving the program at the preliminary round. So you had Bichim Presec, for example, Asin State, Boam Ponsem, all of these winning the star at the preliminary round. You had St. Ignatius of Loyola winning it at the 1/8. And so they had a little more because at the 1/8 round is worth 600 Ghana cedis per contestant and the teacher.
Okay.
So that's a total of 2,400. We haven't even started with the money zone. which begins when we start the quarterfinals.
There's
so
more to come.
Yes, there is.
Mr. Chai, you have the last word on this. Since Prempeh College, is competing at exactly 10 o'clock a.m. What do you make of the contest so far, and your expectations ahead of the Prempeh College contest?
Yeah, before that, just also to mention that the mentorship session, we provided for the schools to move around. That is part of it.
Oh, okay.
So that is also very significant. But let me say, after the contest, as I said earlier, the best school, we wish them well. May the best school win. But at the end of the day, I know Prempeh will win. So I'm encouraging them to go further than they did last year and perform better, get to the finals, and then we will get to the fifth, right?
Yeah.
So I'm very hopeful about that.
Okay. Thank you very much for joining us. But before we go, let me quickly run you through the contest for today. At 10 a.m., we have Atebubu SHS, Labone SHS, and then Prempeh College. At 1 p.m., we have Presby SHS in Kwitia, Achimota School, and then St. Thomas Aquinas SHS. And then the last contest, we have Bremane Sukuman SHS, Akwimman SHS, and then Wesley Girls High School. Oh, okay. MD wants to say something.
Yes, I just want to say a big thank you to all our sponsors, to the GES, to GOIL for sponsoring the SciTech Fair and the mentorship sessions. As I said, this year, GOIL, baby. Our official transport provider and or fuel provider. I'd like to say a big thank you to Academic City, Accra College of Medicine, to the Freshman Institute at Aheng University. I'd like to say thank you to Vimto. They sponsored our picnic, which was really, really good. I'd like to say a very big thank you to all our supporting sponsors. And then a really, really, really huge thank you to Multi TV. Led by JoyNews. Thank you very much, Multimedia, for all that you do for us.
Thank you very much, too.
And YFM is also one of our media sponsors.
So you just heard from Nanekia Nkumasari. She's the Managing Director of Primetime Limited, and then also Robert Shre. He's the PR Manager for GOIL. His school will be competing at exactly 10 a.m. Prempeh College. We're looking forward to that contest. But over to you, Roland Walker, in the studio for that conversation on National Theatre.
Floating.